Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Old Potato. His name is Rhapsody. We're back. It's Slipways. Let's slip into the old ways of playing this game. Rhapsody.
But perhaps we'll slip into one new way in that we will be playing tough rather than the base difficulty we'd previously played, reasonable, moving all the way up to tough for experienced players who really know what they're doing.
Are we experienced players that really know what they're doing?
No, but we will be playing on tough.
Nice, touche. Okay, all right. So what do we got? I mean, like when we randomized last time, or we pseudo randomized, we just sort of went with it. However, I know that you've played a little bit of Slipways in the intervening time between our recording sessions. Do you have an idea of a specific person, thing, intelligent life form, unintelligent life form that we should pick?
I'd like to be involved in the recording, so hopefully we're including at least one unintelligent life form. Most of what I was doing was randomizing and then just like altering a perk one way or the other.
Yeah.
Although there is one thing I really would like to show people.
Okay.
So if you click Bakar right there, just clicky. Oh, he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Dang. You know what? We probably need to see which of the races has something that would enhance our ability to kind of make connections early on.
Yeah.
So what I was looking for here from Bakar was gravitic tugs. And I thought you could only use gravitic tug once. It's the ability to move a planet, right? But move it a short distance because you attach a giant rocket to one side of the planet and just push it. You can do that as many times as you would like, making it real ridiculous.
Yep.
Exceedingly powerful.
Yeah, so tech, I think, is randomly generated to an extent. Like, it doesn't always remain the same. I think it varies on playthrough to playthrough what race has what access to what technology. So that's something to consider. The other thing to consider is that there is this geothermals one. This is kind of synonymous with, I think it's called, like, solar plants or something.
Yep.
And the two are basically the same tech, so we probably don't want to pick up the two races that have the same tech. I don't know. I don't know what it is. The other thing to consider, which I guess is like late game optimization. But if we pick somebody who has specifically got access to a project, I'm thinking brain-machine interface here, enables machine interfacing on planets that are successful or better. Good project, but not great. Projects are completed instantly, which is a big old time saver and allows you to pour money into something which happens literally like that, as opposed to having to wait and spend precious time. So that's something else to consider. But yeah, apart from Bakar here, any preference on who we pick up immediately?
So you mentioned that they have randomized abilities or randomized access to the techs from their own race.
Yeah.
They also have randomized access to their own perks as well. And because of that, I end up, like, if I do end up changing characters, what I do is I'm looking for one tech that gives me the ability to utilize garbage planets, like the, lava, your desert, your ice ball.
Yeah.
Then I'm looking for a tech that enables me to deal with overlapping lines faster than Slipstream and then Slipstream's secondary upgrade. So this guy sometimes has it, but I don't think he does at the moment.
Hyperlanes? Is this not a late game tech anyway? So I think this is only like level 1 tech that it determines where we're hemmed into.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
So I think there's
yes, it does.
So I don't know if gravitic tugs, I presume gravitic tugs is a level 1 tech that just sort of is rotated in and out. Yeah. So, I mean, this guy I think always has hyperlanes. This guy I think always has asteroid mining, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe that sounds about right.
I don't know. Okay, so I mean, if we go with hyperlanes, I think hyperlanes are honestly one of the best upgrades in the entire game, and actually so valuable. Yeah, really good.
Huge.
And then I guess we pick up one more. I get you maybe.
Getting some extra research would be really sweet.
Interestingly, I picked up quantum sensors in one of my sort of throwaway runs. I actually think that it's really good. Unironically, 7 science, scan radius, and maximum range of probes. What it doesn't tell you is that it actually expands all of the currently visible explored area by like 30%. So you immediately get access to just like more stuff. You're able to see more stuff. You're able to make better plans. It might be worth it. I don't know.
I think that is worth it, right? Because quantum sensors also has another tech locked behind it.
Yep.
If you unlock quantum sensors, you can get another one, which I think is like increase them by 100% or something ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I guess we're going for sort of pseudoscience, or at least try to push science as much as we can. I feel like that's a strat, you know? I feel like it is a good one at that.
So I do like that. The only modification I would make is I really want some way to make money quite effectively if we're going to be using oh right. So two other things I was going to say is you also want a project, because you can only make one project on each individual planet. So you don't want two projects you want on the same planet, so that's perfect. Yeah, no, I'm super into it. And then the second one was as I'd previously mentioned.
So there's a couple of like really crazy strats that I discovered actually whilst playing with Lolash, weirdly. So the strat is that you can get there's a late game technology which basically is a project called Skill Up, and it allows you to add 1 unit of production to any planet that is, I think, successful or better, or established or better. Anyway, it's insane because there's another late game tech which allows you to funnel excess people into like, I don't know, like some sort of weird little space station that converts those people into happiness, and then you can skill up the space station in order to increase the amount of happiness that you're getting, and it can just lead to like an insane happiness modifier at the end of the game, which multiplies your score by, you know, 130% or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
the
crazy.
multiplicative elements have got to be how you really, really, really get your score going. So I love it. Let's do it.
The only
as for the perks, sorry.
The only thing is that the brain machine interface, whilst it's good, it's not great, and it locks a specific planet to a project, and I'm not sure that I love that. I think it's great early game, but not sure about it late game. That's the only thing that I was gonna say.
Let's have a look at Denda instead of the center one there.
Okay.
Yeah, because we've got Xeno Study and Xeno Foods, right? So Xeno Study is in the middle now for us. Sorry, the middle character.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Is unlock a Xeno lab on Remnant and Primordial. Oh, yikes. Remnant and Primordial planets are useful.
Remnant worlds specifically so. Remnant worlds are great. Primordial planets, they're... I don't know. I'm not sure that I rate them, but Remnant worlds are great, for sure.
The Primordial planets for me oftentimes are just like they're color fixing if you're like a magic kind of person kind of situation, you know? It takes a resource that often is not taken to create a resource that is not often created.
Yeah. So
they can be just really, really useful bridge parts.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, what about the last one? Who do we not check it?
Silthid.
Silthid. Gene rewriting, mass lensing. Lensing is an interesting one, actually. Lensing is an interesting one. Not sure that it's altogether too useful, to be honest.
That's a very early access to slipstream relays, though.
It is, but it's only on asteroids. Or, well, actually, no,
is it?
On asteroids and
all planets.
Yeah.
Wait, no, hang on. I think I know what it is. So we go mass lensing and quantum sensors. And because we see so many more planets, we're going to need to connect them somehow. We connect them just by going mass lensing and turning the trash ones into slipstreams.
Okay, all right. Screw it. It's too much of a meme to say no. We have to double down on this. All right. What are our perks? We got power grid. Planets receiving energy have production increased by 1 unit and earn 30% more income. Miners, when you deliver ore, gain +6 cash. Scholars, 5 science. It's terrible. Additional level 2 tech. Planets making robots of their production increased by 1 unit. Or factory builders reduces Forge world colonization time by a month. What do you like here? I know what I like.
I guess it kind of relates to whether or not we're going to be like rushing geothermals or rushing Xeno studies or something like that. Like, yeah, we're going to want science. We're going to want science up pretty quickly so we can get to mass lensing and get to a couple other things. Scholars could theoretically be part of that. If Scholars was part of that, it would be so that we can get to Xeno studies really quickly and then start trying to just pump out extra tech early.
Okay. All right. You know what? Let's do it. I don't rate it, but at the end of the day, this is a collaborative process. I respect your opinion. And then
no, I'd like to know your opinion. This is just an if scenario. If we were to do that.
yeah, I'm okay. My rationale for this is that I don't love it because you're able to, if you plonked in a decent science lab, you're able to get +5 science in a year anyway. So, you know, theoretically, you're producing a year, probably less than a year actually, and in reality, less than a year worth of science. And maybe it gets you enough science to get started, but I mean, it doesn't even get you enough for Xeno studies. So chances are we're probably already going to have enough science to get Xeno studies pretty early on anyway. I'm just not sure that it stacks up to researchers gain access to additional level 2 tech, one per race, which is pretty exciting. So
Sure.
I'd be inclined to pick
happy
that.
to do that.
And then,
if we're doing that, then we should probably do power grid.
yeah, that's straight up what I was gonna.
The excess income from it is really, really good, but also we're probably going to be spamming out a bunch of planets that are translating factors for us with the geothermals. I feel, at least.
All right, let's jump in. Let's do it. This is it. I feel like that was the most well-considered, rational way that we could have gone about things, and yet it still could yield terrible results. So, who knows?
Regardless of what results it yields, we will know more about the game afterwards. So as far as I'm concerned, all good.
Let's.
Can that pop 5?
I was thinking. It can pop a 4 for sure. We can do. I wanna find a good juicy spot, like a good juicy spot with guaranteed planets. I feel like maybe.
I think if you just move slightly back towards yourself after you orient like a little bit, there you go, and then move slightly back towards yourself and then back in the other direction. Wait.
Oh. All right.
You can get 4 there.
Sure. I was
hoping to get the 5th.
Yeah. Okay, so there's
that's
that.
A primordial and an earth, is it?
Yeah, that is a primordial, earth-like, and a larva.
You can probably get 5 if you go to the ones north of that.
Yeah. Oh.
Like the Pentagon. If you. Oh. Hey.
That's 5. All right. That's okay. That's decent enough. And then yeah, 5 potentially over here.
I don't think you can get those 5 on this 4.
All right. Okay.
Then everything else is super inefficient, so we should probably start creating things.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. But this is pretty good stuff with which to go on. The fact that we know where a forge world is and it's in close proximity to a colony taking world, actually technically 2, is not bad. Actually, that's good. Again, like I feel designing around the goods factories in forge worlds is it's my go-to. It's my go-to strat. I don't know if it's really that great, but it's what I do.
So they are one of the only sources of goods.
Yeah.
Right? There's a project that will eliminate your need to add goods to something.
Yep.
But we also will have access to geothermals, which can make goods pretty easily for us.
So, yeah, we can build them on mineral planets. Is it mineral planets and
lava?
Mineral planets and lava. Okay, and there are 2 lava planets right here. Okay, so that's straight up fantastic, actually. So,
okay,
a lab? Are we looking to get a lab down, like, pronto?
Yeah, I was about to ask, right? Like, is our focus going to be directly towards a lab? And if it is, what is the resource we're going to be mining, right? What do we have the greatest concentration of? That primordial at the top, as well as the one below it. So we can make Gaia worlds to make... Well, actually, interestingly, you've got Gaia world to make some ooze. What's it called again?
Biomass.
Biomass.
Yeah.
Biomass and water, and then you have a biomass input to make food.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Outputs there aren't great.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm loving that. Maybe we just pop an extra scan to get these 2 planets. There's a medium chance that these two thingies will be, or sorry, a high likelihood that these 2 thingies will be planets. So that might inform our decisions a little bit better. That's helpful, actually. That's really helpful. That's really helpful.
Yeah, we can make a lot of water.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of water in this vicinity. A lot of water in this vicinity. So, I mean...
Although ocean colonies are one of the only things that takes ore to make people. In fact, it's the only thing that takes ore to make people.
I would say that if we're going to make a colony here, it is the hive world, because it just requires one single input, and it's just less to worry about, even if it is a little bit more of a pernickety resource to establish and get up and running. That would be my preference anyway.
I'm totally fine with that. I'm just trying to like find the concentration of things we can create for the lab.
Yeah, the other thing that I was kind of thinking of was if there's a lab. Oh, this might not be possible. But like a mine here, a mine here into this sort of combo.
That kind of bisects the known world right now.
It does work though. I mean, it is immediately like a double input.
And then we have to create humans on either side.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to try and find options where like the humans that we create can both fund the planets that are going to create the minerals we're studying, as well as be imported into the lab themselves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're spot on. And we'd need to find some form of wheat for the ocean world if we wanted to funnel ore into this world. How much... I mean, there's a couple of planets out here. I mean, there's a high likelihood in this vicinity that we actually do find something. So maybe if we find a wheat-producing planet over here, then that's not, like, a terrible combo, I guess.
I mean, you have the primordial up to the left, which I think can connect. And that's got monoculture to make wheat.
Yep.
Right? And then all we would need is biomass, and biomass can come from the Earth-like planet directly below using a Gaia world. So that could make like a 3-system of excess wheat, excess people, excess biomass, and excess water. The problem is all of those are different resources, so you can't study them effectively.
Yeah, that's a big old problem. I mean, we could study biomass if we're making... Oh, no, no, you're right. They're all just different resources. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is we don't necessarily need to stick down a lab in year 1. I mean, it would be good, but I mean, we're also going to cash stall really hard if we end up doing that. So maybe just getting this sort of 3-system setup or 4-system setup, whatever, just getting a sort of base of operations up and running, establishing a successful planet, getting the basics sorted would be good.
Let's do it. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Okay. So what did you say? Colony here?
So it's yes, and Gaia world.
Yeah.
And then the top one is the God, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's biomass into wheat.
Yeah. I'm just sort of thinking maybe the best way to do it is... No, I'm trying to do it in a way that we end up having like
income by year 1.
Correct. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Maybe it is...
Gaia World is the only one that does that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that is the one. In fact, maybe...
Tiny income, though.
Is it better to do... There's 2 upkeep here. This is like... Oh, there's only 1 upkeep over here. I'm just wondering, is it better to do this? Actually, I think that is better.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Alright.
Well done.
And then maybe we scan... This is like really min-maxing very hard. But if we scan, then that means that we don't have to accept another unhappy colony, and we don't have to pay upkeep costs. I guess this 3-banger, if we can't find anything better.
Yeah, if you can get a 4, there you go, you can.
Yeah. All right. Okay, and you know what?
Let's
That's
look at
great.
the missions before we do anything else. I always forget to look at the missions at the start, and then I complete one of them, and I'm like, no, I didn't,
sad.
but I could have done that.
Okay.
Ooh.
This is an interesting one, actually. This is an interesting one. I want to suggest that let me just look real briefly at the level 2 missions, because I know that the Vatori have a level 2 mission reward to gain 8 science, which is really nice. Really nice. The Slithin is 20 income and 6 science, and the Bakar is 60 income and 2 science. So, I mean, all degrees of income and science there.
I'll tell you what, I got a pretty strong horse in this race. So I want to come out the gate and say I think we have to take both of the non-silted missions right now.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a while before we start making the microchips. And that's going to only happen after we make the geothermal vents, which is inventing a new technology and using ore, so...
Yeah, that's a great point. And also, I mean, we want to be banging out these missions as quickly as we rationally can manage to do that. I think.
Yeah, as long as we're not like becoming bankrupt or being kicked out of office because of them, we just focus them, especially early on.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Still happy to set up Gaia World and Food World.
Even happier based on the other things I've seen so far.
Okay. 18 income. That's good. That's really good. Pretty happy with that.
Let's look at our excess resources there. Well, actually, you know what? Let's think about this one first. That's creating ore, ain't it? Let's see if we have the ability to scout the 4-banger to the north and make it successful somehow. Oh,
sad indeed. I mean, we do have. Hold on, we have. Yeah, we have mineral seeding. That's.
That would just make another thing that takes people and makes ore, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know what?
Ooh. Actually, that's not too bad. Because if we fed goods into that ocean world, we get another person, right? And then one of those people goes in, and then boom!
Yes,
exactly. Same page, my man.
That's incredible. That's actually okay. So that's great. So we've got that sort of. We've got that going. I wonder then, maybe we just straight up build the lab right now? It is going to reduce our income, but it at least gets us the science going.
Yep. Love it.
Okay. It kind of sucks that we're going to be moving on to a year before...
we could undo that and then just scout 2 more places and then put it down. Oh, no, but we want the... If it's not giving us the science this year, then we scout and then we put it down in the new year to avoid the upkeep costs.
Yeah. We also need to consider asteroids and if we want to yoink them.
I feel like we may end up lensifying some of those later on, but...
Oh, yeah, good shout. I guess this...
nice.
Yeah, I think this 4-banger's probably the best one. Great. Excellent find. Truly...
We've got garbage luck.
Truly terrible. I mean...
Like, we have a base galaxy that's really good. It's just every time we try and expand, we get slapped in the face. It feels like we're Sideshow Bob walking into a bunch of breaks.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. Sad music plays in the background. I'm gonna suggest that we pop an asteroid. I cannot think of any reason why these planets here would ever need a lens in the middle.
Yep, you're right.
I mean,
it's just
either one. I think we should pop. We can keep one, I guess. Maybe keep this one.
Wait, hang on. Because they're going to give us another 6 if we already have that Forge World, and we're going to get that Forge World, right? It's just we don't want to make it right now because the upkeep cost.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe what we do...
That's, by the way...
send out one more scout in it. That can actually connect. That's one.
Yeah.
Maybe we send out one more scout in a different area, just get like that 3-banger near the Arctic, so we have like somewhere to expand to, and then we set up the Forge World, and then we pop both asteroids.
I think that's a good play. And they both, yeah, okay. So let me think. I think it's best for us to immediately get the lab down, I think. Lab first. Because labs, I think, take 2 months to build. Is it 2 months to build? Yeah, it's 2 months to build. 2 months to build.
Right.
And then we just set up the Forge Worlds, and then the connections. Then we pop the asteroids if there's still time left at the end of the year.
Love it.
I don't love the rate at which we're gonna accrue science here. This is a bit sad.
We'll be fine. It's gonna come back up relatively soon.
Okay, let's do.
We go for the goods. Yep.
Okay, and extra cash. We're out of money, but that's actually okay. Let's do that. That's fine. Then we pop the... we'll actually
you don't even have to pop both of them.
Don't have to pop both of them at all, although I still think that we do that.
Yes. Because it's only adjacent to those two and an ice ball and a lava, and we're not going to be able to populate those for a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
All right. This is where things go off the rails. What's next in the priority list?
We need more science.
We need more science. Yeah, we need more science. We need to complete those missions. And what is the first technology that we can get? It's xenostudies. That's 5 years away at this rate. 5 years away.
I think we probably rush geothermals.
Hold up.
You make that one successful?
I'm just thinking. I'm going to undo to the point of lab construction, which I know is a little bit of a pain in the backside. Is there a way that the lab can go here and still hit all of those key markers? I wonder if it's actually better to build the lab like here, so as to immediately guarantee 3 science.
I like that.
It kind of sucks, but like, because it is gonna like stop this connection from happening if we connect up this ore worlds. Yeah, it's gonna basically constrain us to only 2 ore inputs.
Is it? It's got the northern mineral planet. It's got the southern mineral planet. We can mineralize a planet, right? Do we not have
That's
that tech,
true. That's
option?
true. We can mineral. Yeah, in fact, you're right. We can mineralize this lava planet or this planet or whatever is down here. I think that it's important that we do that. I still, yeah. It just means that our pace is a little bit more.
That's not going to be able to reach the northern one. You may.
Nope. Yep. You're absolutely bang on.
That, I think, yeah, golden.
Okay. So that's great. Let's do that. And then that. Okay. It's a big old spending commitment, but hey ho. Yeah. Kinda sucks this, but it's okay. I think we pop 1 asteroid and then colonize here. I think that's the play.
Yep, totally fine with that.
Is that the play though, or is that because that's going to increase our outgoings by $2 a year? Just before the end of the year.
I mean, do we have anywhere particularly juicy left to scout?
Down here, I guess.
Yeah, there's a easy 5-banger there.
It's definitely an easy 5-banger. Yeah.
I don't think you can get the sinks. The top and bottom are mutually exclusive.
Okay, that's actually just out of range. That's a bit of a shame actually, but that's okay. That's okay.
That may end up getting added in later, right?
Yeah. And also, I tell you what, I'm immediately seeing geothermal plant here. Thingy world, nano world, fed by the ore world, which can be scaled up tremendously, fed by water from the water world here into a geothermal plant. There's mileage here, I think. This is quite a strong area.
You're 100% correct. The geothermals themselves, they initially take microchips, but then the second resource in order to get the second output is a robot as well.
Ah, well there you go then. Robot and thingy production. Okay, I mean, if it does increase our outgoings, sure, so be it. I think we just suffer the consequences. Goods factory. Let's get this area.
Whoa! Why is that bots rather than ore?
That's it's called a mistake. Actually, it's
all good. That's why there's an undo button in the game.
That's true. You know what? I love how the game has an undo button because it is so confident in its core mechanics that it says, hey, you can still enjoy this game. In fact, you will enjoy it more if you have the ability to undo your actions. It's just such a huge amount of confidence.
Yeah, and like in particular, I really appreciate that after you have any new information, they lock you back out of it,
Yeah.
so you don't have the ability to get to the end of the run and go, oh, but I could have done this thing better, and then just go back to the very start, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. We are kind of out of money, but that's okay. We can't make this connection, unfortunately. There's no point in making this connection because there's no ore to fulfill that route. So we're kind of in a bit of a position where we're gonna have to wait until the end of the year for cash, but it's okay. That's completely fine because we need the science anyway. Why don't we look to see how we can set up a xenolab, a remnant, or primordial planet? I mean, do we have any of them in view?
Yeah, one remnant.
One remnant.
But I don't know if we want to use it for that.
Yeah.
Because remnants, like, especially with geothermals, like, remnants give you the ability to make from people specifically as well.
Yeah.
The micros.
They're also the only planet that actually allows you to make robots, which are required for a whole bunch of, like, food sustaining operations, water creation operations.
I mean, Forge Worlds make robots as well.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But, sorry,
it's
the only
it's
other
one of the
world.
only sources of it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we do a little bit of scanning. See if we can find anything. See if we can find anything down here. I don't love it, but, like...
It's all we can do, right?
Is that a 3-banger?
Oh.
Come on.
It could be.
Come on. No.
Oh, is it?
It's literally, it's literally 1 pixel in either direction. Oh, what a tease. What a tease. That's such a shame. I mean, you know, let's think about this. We could just skip to the end of the year. It kind of feels bad to do, but at the end of the day, we will get that science, and we will be able to complete that mission immediately, which is exciting. The other thing that we could do is we could colonize this and preemptively stick some water into this world.
It's just going to decrease our income significantly for the next year.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
I think, yeah, let's just hit the skip button.
Hit the skip button. There we go. All right. That's Xeno studies available. Alternatively, could hold out until next year, get quantum sensors. Maybe that's actually a little bit of a better play, given that we don't have anything to do with Xeno studies yet.
Yeah, I think that's right. I didn't really want to have to get Xeno studies, at least not that early.
Okay, so this is a connection that is also useless. So we are feeding...
It's not doing anything until we in water.
Yeah. Which can come from...
Oh, God!
What?
It's, you know what it is? It's the ocean world is taking an extra ore from it right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess that's okay. That's fine, I guess. But it's irritating. Wait, hold on. If I make this connection first, and then this connection... Ah, yes!
Yeah, it'll let you choose. There you go.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, wonderful.
Well,
that's great. So that gives us 21 income. Is that actually better? Let me just redo that. Yeah, okay, so 21 is better than 20, but only barely, I guess. That is how mathematics
sure, but now
works.
we don't have to find like another source of rocks on that side.
It's true. It's true. We are bang out of cash though. We are bang out of cash.
Absolutely nothing we can even do.
Yeah, but 21 income is actually fairly considerable. We do need to bear in mind that we are going to be hitting the next administration size in 2 planets. So we basically have 1 more spare planet that we can colonize before taking a penalty. And I guess maybe it's this one to get water in order to direct that to this area. Requires 2 import routes to become successful. That's going to be great. In fact, you know what? I think here's the play. We skip forward to the next year. We get this established. We get the link set up. We're able to complete both of the missions in the next year, which is going to be...
Are you sure you want the Gaia world from the Earth in order to do that water?
I mean, how else do we do it? How else do we make a ore-producing planet successful?
Is the Arctic from the left of that area, the one left? Yeah, that gives us the ability to turn one single robot into 2 excess water, and that water can even reach the northern Earth, the other Gaia world.
You know what? You're absolutely correct, and that's a great shout. That's brilliant, I think. So, thawing facility, there we go, successful.
Boom. First down. We'll also just immediately go and pop the tech for the for the quantum sensors.
Quantum sensors. Yeah, okay. Fine. Boom, and we get a. I mean, look at the vision increase. Like that's just. I want to do that again.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's huge, actually, and the scan. Look at this. It's probably difficult to see, but the scan size. It's still that mid-strength planet is. It's frustrating, but that's okay. But yeah, we should easily be able to hit 6 bangers if there's a decent cluster. I mean that's a 6 banger right there.
It is, but also it's 3 of 7 in
at the
moment. Let's have a look at those new missions.
It's terrible. Okay, 2 more ore production planets to successful, 2 tech, 1 forge world planet to successful.
So do you typically find yourself going, like, bang down the line of 2 of the races, or do you, like, go broad?
The most successful runs, I'm able to bash out the missions quickly enough to get all 3 to level 3. So, I don't think it matters, to be honest. Long term.
Well, I mean, I think here we definitely go for the Vittori. That, like, seems obvious to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, let me have a little look. I mean, all we need to do is get chips here, and that's a challenge, actually. That's a challenge to get chips here. That being said, we are going to be getting a bot factory. We are going to be getting a bot factory. We are going to be getting a bot factory here, which is good. That being said, I'm not sure that we have enough outputs in order to justify the creation, or justify taking this and getting the forge world to successful. This is obviously easier than getting 2 ore production planets to successful, because we have no roadmap to do that, right? I mean, we have to take mineral seeding, right? Like, that's... Oh, but there's so many good techs here, dude.
Not taking geothermals.
I mean,
it's possible we don't take geothermals. Possible.
There's fusion
plants do come out later.
Yeah. Extreme miniaturization unlocks tech fab on Microforge. Do we maybe not take? Oh no, we can't. We've already looked at the missions. Yeah. Oh no, we can't undo quantum sensors. I think that's okay though. I think that's okay. So it's basically mineral seeding or geothermals here, I think.
Yeah, that does seem it.
That does kind of suck, but that's also kind of okay, I think. Like, I think it's fine.
Aside from this, could you quickly have a look at the center planet, the ocean world that's successful?
Yeah.
It just wants 2 more adjacencies to be successful before it pops prosperous.
Yeah. And I think this needs inputs. Yeah, it needs inputs.
It needs an input of 1 person, and then the other ore producing one to the north just needs an input of 1 water. So we could pop prosperous on that without too much effort, and also doing the one to the north is half of the mission for Bakar right now.
I mean, how do we get this water though?
Isn't that just the question, right?
That, I mean, unless there is something juicy out here. That is a 6 banger. I feel maybe we don't scan it quite yet. Why can there not be a mission that says, hey, uncover X number of planets? Because We have the capability to do that super rapidly.
And that's why there isn't a mission that does it.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true. I mean, what are you feeling? I feel like we gotta pick something here. We gotta make a decision.
I want to go with the top two.
Okay. All right.
I think also like that'll give us the ability to then like try and go for Bakar's level 3 so that all of their tech is decreased by 20% in cost.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. It's really, really nice. Okay, what's the play here? Do we land this scan? We ain't got a tremendous amount of cash. Obviously, we want to get robots here, bots factory up and running, but that's...
Well, let's hem ourselves in by what's possible right now. And the only thing that is possible right now is blow up that asteroid that you were just hovering over, or throw out that 6-banger.
I think there's a 6-banger up here. There might be... I was just having a look. There's a 5-banger there, which is probably less useful now that I come to think of it.
Just a bit.
Also, I think it's got to be mineral seeding, to be honest, doesn't it? The more that I think about it, the more that I'm like, yeah, we kind of built this lab around mineral seeding.
Mineral seeding, we did.
But that being said, if one of these is a mineral planet here, then that takes away the need for mineral seeding. The other thing that we need to consider is that, I mean, are we taking mineral seeding specifically to get 2 extra science? Because that seems like a not great idea.
True.
Geothermals is also 2 science cheaper, so we might get it quicker. All right, let's throw out the 6-banger.
Love it. There's the water. Is that within? No, it's not within range.
That is within
Oh,
range.
exactly.
That is... I mean, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Let's make water, and then it's got a primordial. Is that a primordial or a swamp directly above that?
That is a Shrek home.
Right, so we're not allowed to go there.
Indeed, indeed. What are you doing in my swamp? And then I guess we just pop this.
Yeah.
Hope for a mineral worlds. That's right. Well, a 1 in 5. A 1 in 5 result there, and it's behind a 4-bear ruin. Just lovely. I am.
Are there any 4-bear ruins that we should explore at the moment?
Can't make that connection. Can make that connection, but can't afford it until next year.
Also, don't have a free human.
Also, don't have a free human, so that is a completely redundant comment that I just made. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we got to do the water here, the water export, but that kind of sucks because. Yeah, I think that this becomes a colony. This becomes a water world. The water world supplies here, and then we get a mineral world right here, and this mineral world hopefully is able to supply to enough places to become successful, and that satisfies the level 2. I'm just trying to think of something that would increase our research output at this moment in time to allow us to get a little bit more of a foothold in the research world. I think we exploit this asteroid now so that we can skip to the end of the year. It would give us 6 extra cash if we build a bots factory first, but I don't think it's worth holding on to. I think time is more.
Well, I mean, are we going to be built? Well, I mean, we only have the 1 gold, right? So let's do it now.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So what are we looking to make here? We're looking to make a goods factory here. Look at that decrease in cash, by the way. 27 income to 17. That's.
Oh, do we ever just go to the end of the year before we do that?
I think that's absolutely the play, categorically. I really do feel like we got a very strong foundation, to be honest. Like, this is... I feel actually okay about this.
Yeah, like, we haven't got, like, a bunch of things. The worst starts to me a lot of the time are you've got a system where a bunch of things are connected and they're all giving their inputs, outputs, great, but you will never be able to change that system past that point because you've just locked things inside.
Right. Right. Absolutely. I mean,
we've still got flexibility.
The connection that we can make is that one. So that gets...
There's one successful.
That gets one successful. Gives us access to more asteroids. We've got a lot of spare water here, which is actually making me feel better about perhaps skipping geothermals and going for plasma containment, water into energy.
It's a very late game kind of situation for us right now.
It is. It's very late game. It's very true. Is this the connection we want to make? We could do something else this year.
I like that.
Okay.
But I like it kind of contingent on the other planets up in that area, but the problem is we're not going to be able to scout and then take this back if we don't get something good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great point. I also really kind of think that a colony here would be excellent, which is a real shame. That was really stupid. That was the most idiotic thing that I think I probably could have done. I am so sorry. That's
It's not a problem, actually. Look back at it for a second. Spend 2 months unlocks freeze-resistant bots. You want to hover over that?
Yeah, freeze-resistant bots, permafrost melting, lichen farm. But we need to advance slithered opinion. Microchips and ore, which would be great if...
The ore goes back into the initial planet, actually.
Oh, that's
connected to.
That's true.
So microchips and wheat goes up. In fact, if you could find a source of wheat in the area of effect around up there, then you can like create a people farm.
I mean, there's a wetland
farm. I mean like using the colony as well, right? Because you're using the swamp colony, so it can take the microchip.
Gotcha. I didn't even think. That's entirely on me. Like that was such a stupid thing to do.
No, it's okay.
I mean, another mine. I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that we are getting more exposure to ore mining worlds, which is a good thing.
We're also getting pushed very heavily in the direction of geothermals right now.
I actually think that mineral seeding is, not something that we take anymore. I think geothermal is a great call.
Yo, if we can get one more science before the end of the year, we can actually get geothermals and start working around that next year.
Yep.
Do you want to send a probe out to the right? Yeah. Can that be a 4-banger? It can.
It can be a 4-banger.
I'm literally just looking for a source of wheat.
Nope. Yes? Arctic farm here?
Yeah, but it's also in a bad position.
It's bad position, and we're not going to be able to make the connection in this year anyway. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking. Is that a connection that can work? No, it cannot. Oh, something that that Peak told me about. Not Peak. Teak, sorry.
Oh.
Peak and
yes, seeing the inputs outputs as you hold over them.
Inputs outputs by holding Alt, which is honestly an option that I wish I could toggle in the options as opposed to holding Alt, because I would just play like this all the time.
I think it's probably not that, just so that it kind of maintains the paired back information presentation this game is kind of very much going down the line of.
I think you're right.
Can you have a look at the research for a second here?
Yeah.
And the second level I'm looking for. In particular, I'm looking for the one that allows us to just straight up eat a planet. Do we have that? I don't think we do.
No, we don't. What do we have from Bakar? Asteroid mining? Mining ore on asteroids? That's kind of useless unless this is an asteroid. In which case, boom, more science. I really want to get rid of this ice ball planet. Any way to get rid of it would be so good.
All right, I'll get started on a Death Star.
Plasma containment, slipstream relay. I mean, we can always slipstream a relay around, but that's just so sad.
It's very late to do that as well. All right, so if we're not getting the 7th science, then how do we fix our income before the next year as best we can?
Oh, first of all, I just need to apologize again for unlocking this stupid, idiotic...
It's all good. I think we have the ability to play around it very effectively, and it may end up actually being the best move.
I appreciate you saying that. I mean, look, as soon as we get geothermals, then we can build a solar plant on this planet, and we can get that wheat. We can complete that loop, but it's just a bit of a sad loop, as you say.
Just pop the Bakar option on it, I think, because we're not currently doing Silted. It wants Silted for the other 2 options. So what are we going to finish our current 2 missions and then a Silted mission before we unlock this?
Yeah, it's a good point. I wondered though, is it just maybe worth us? I mean, maybe doing something like this, like colonizing that there, getting that connection set up, that increases our income, and we're able to pop an asteroid as well. I mean, if we're going to be doing that anyway, is that maybe the play?
Yeah, I mean, that'll leave the ore from the Forebear ruins just sitting there for the possibility of slipstreaming it around. It's not bad.
Oh, actually, hold up. That's another connection that we can make. We don't have any way to make...
no reason to do that connection, as I
There
can
is
see?
no reason to do that connection. Also, that's a connection. And then down here, yeah. Okay, I think we just pop this asteroid and then just move to the next year.
Do it.
All right, and in fact, we could just recycle this right now. Actually, there's...
It doesn't really do anything for us at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, kind of no point. All right, skip to next year. All right. Xeno studies, gene rewriting, mineral seeding, geothermals. I think it's still geothermals, isn't it?
Yeah, just waiting for the next year.
I'm so unbelievably frustrated at this. This is so tragic. It's the most...
Yeah.
The worst...
That ice ball just wants to ruin our time.
The worst confluence of events. It really is disastrously bad. Ugh. I mean, when do we hit the next empire size? Okay, we have 7 planets in us before we end up taking another penalty. I mean, the chances of getting this bot factory set up potentially could increase our income a little bit.
Kronos can't put any more stone out though.
It can when it pops up to level 4.
Oh.
But it's not going to be popping up to level 4 for a little while yet.
Okay. We don't need that connection then just yet.
What did it say? It needs 6 imports and outports. That's the word. I mean, is that 21 income to 22? Technically, it's better to do this. Technically, but of course the upfront capital investment is substantial.
Well, that's a super simple action with like a very small return. So let's undo that one and then have a look at some of the other options on the board at the moment. Part of what I'm thinking right now is how do we get the ocean world in our northern area to get wheat? And right now, I'm not seeing good wheat sources around it. So maybe it becomes a situation of the swamp above it, as well as the ocean world, both demand wheat. They make a bunch of people, which we try and find other resources for or just throw into labs. And then the one to the north of the Forebear Ruin, the mineral lab, becomes a geothermal, and then all we need is one more input of a robot, which comes from the remnant planet exactly, and then we have 2 output of energy, and that energy goes to the ocean worlds and the swamp, fulfilling both of the wheat, so we don't have to get a wheat planet there. That's
a really great point, actually.
The remnant can also be funded by the person from the swamp as well to create the robot that's going to be needed to go into the geothermal lab. All of this is a next year production though, right? Like until next year, all of this will run at a huge loss. It's just a next year plan.
I mean, alternatively, we just make this connection. Nope, tell a lie. That's not a connection that we can make.
So one of the reasons that I want to do that in particular is because if we formulate it in that way, we may be able to hang on. So it's the robot goes into that, and then we're getting the. No, there's one extra resource we'll be missing, and it's the microchip.
Yeah, on the swamp.
In the swamp. Yeah, so we'd have to find another resource to get that. Which
You never know. Forebear Ruin could be another one of these. I mean, yeah, what's ticking me off right now? I'll tell you. What's ticking me off right now is that we've stuck down an ore studying lab, and there is a bountiful amount of ore available right here. And, you know, a lab right here, for example, is going to still give us 2 ore input, and then another person. I mean, that's great. Like, that's brilliant. However, because of diminishing returns, minus freaking 2 science because we're using the same resource. So we need to find another resource. Alternatively,
yo,
we're getting a microchip from here, or we will be getting a microchip from here. Boom, boom. Remnant World produces microchips. Feed a microchip into here to make solar power, and then we feed the food world with that. Like, we don't need to worry about pumping this up to level 2.
Entirely out.
Pretty much. It's an option. Okay. It's an option.
No. I like that. I like that because I was trying to find ways to use those excess people, and it was getting to the point in my head where I was like, we're going to need slipstream relays before we can just port people out of that area to work in other areas. Like, what are we going to do? Like, spend the entire game setting up the longest commute?
Yeah. The other alternative is that we actually do turn this into a wetland farm, which, I'm just thinking, I mean, our income at the moment is 21. Bumps it up to 23 if we do that, and then we just supply robots here.
Yeah, that would be the Remnant World to the north, just taking from the Ocean World to the south.
Can't
that make bots from people?
Yeah. Yes, although I was anticipating using microchips because we have the spare microchip here, which was going to fund the lab.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does. It's just...
It sucks,
that would be like the closed circuit version of that system. I think if we're not using the swamp, we can do the extra microchips, but if we use the swamp for a more efficient kind of connection, we can't. I like the microchip lab. I think that's a really good idea. I would like to get some more science online. So
yeah,
let's start setting that up. Actually,
you want to get recycling operation up and running? Okay, that's good. I think that's. I guess we can do recycle it as well. We can do that right now. If we do that now, then we end up going to the next, then we just have to basically skip to the next year. Alternatively, we could do a little bit of scanning. How many planets do we have? 10 planets.
Actually, if you undo those 2, do we get more gold or lose gold from doing that? Okay, never mind. We lost gold by doing that, so we'll just set that up next year.
I also think that saving cash is a good thing to do.
We're going to have a lot we want to place down next year.
Exactly, right? Exactly. And, you know, there's something to be said for like, the momentum that you have by just having, like, a huge amount of money behind you where you can do all your actions in a single year and just extraordinarily increase your income. So, I think, you know, even though it is January, and it does kind of suck to skip.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I think skipping here is
I'm
the
leaning
right
that way, too.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
So, first things first.
Geothermal. Yeah. Fulfill half the mission. Easy.
We've got to remember as well, we do have the geothermals, the energy pumping into an area will give that an extra output. So we're going to get an extra person on that that ocean planet.
That's true. Can we use that? We could use it to make biomass.
It depends what's up to the north. We may end up using it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's create the system as we've previously said, right? So that the mineral becomes the geothermal. Exactly. Spot on.
Boom, boom. Right. Then probably the priority is getting this down, if we can. Then I guess maybe making that connection, but I think that I can do that in a way. Actually, no, hold up. This is going to need to go...
If it wants people, yeah.
Yeah, in there.
But then you
Ugh.
can't fund the wheat using that.
What about, like, here? I think that this can work. It's just going to be a bit of a more expensive route. Yeah, this is definitely going to work. This will definitely be fine.
Just have a look at if the ocean can reach there, because I want to see if there's an obstruction.
Yeah, it's a good shout. It can.
Okay, it can. We're good.
It can. Okay, so if we complete
Replacement.
this... Yeah, we complete that loop first. That gets everything sort of self-contained. Leaves us with a slight need for cash in the next year, which probably makes sense to not place the lab this year, because it's just going to lead to an increase of outgoings. But if we do that, then that actually gets extra ore, which leads to a slight increase of cash, and means that we're going to be moving into the next year with 30 income. Okay. Okay.
And we're in October. It's a very small amount of time to have to skip over here.
When is the point? When is the point where you're like, okay, it's basically the end of the year, right? Like it's
it's right after my birthday, so it's October 11th. I'm like, all right, cool. It's ready for the new year now.
Yeah.
That needs to be just a bit further up. Yeah. How about for yourself?
I don't know. I feel
When
like
do you write a year off?
I feel like October is genuinely a good point to write the year off, right?
Okay, we can reach it at the absolute least.
Yeah, it is reachable. That's the second science lab. I'm still so sad that we just can't do more with this lab. It's just bleh, frustrating.
It's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay.
We shall persevere. And this is tough. You know, we got to bear in mind is that I'm pretty sure our income is reduced. Due to it being in tough mode.
Mm-hmm. It would make a bunch of sense. Also, you know, the size of the galaxy has a higher upkeep cost in tough, as I understand it.
Yeah, I think that is the case. Okay, I mean, priorities for now. What are our priorities? What do we want to do?
Increasing our income.
Increasing our income. We're
limited on too many years.
Yeah. What are the three? Let's chat tech for a second. What are the three techs that we want to pick up here?
So one of them is definitely going to want to be something like the infraspace sensors.
Infraspace sensors increases probe range by 50%. Extreme miniaturization. That would be so helpful. Do you not think?
Would it be?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have a whole bunch of ore production planets because of the fact that, well, maybe not actually.
We didn't take mineralizing.
You're right, we didn't. But we still do have a fair number of mineral planets. So maybe. Asteroid mining, mine asteroids. Yeah,
we need to destroy those, I think.
Yeah.
Use people as... Sorry, use not people. Use specifically robots.
Improves the output of each lab by 2. It's very exciting. Very exciting.
That may legitimately be something we want to consider.
I think that would be. Plasma containment.
Although, since we're one away from popping Vittori's mission, if we took infraspace sensors, we actually just get 8 science back immediately.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is actually the play. I think that is legitimately the play. So we take, what? Infraspace sensors. Check. Solar farm chips into...
Energy on arid, desert, and mineral. It is worth noting, energy is really friggin' good for us.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's really, really good.
So that's just expanding our ability, because we already have the ability to do that exact same translation on mineral planets. If I recall correctly, actually, could you quickly look at the geothermal vents upkeep cost?
Yep.
That is 4 upkeep cost. Okay, so that's probably just expanded. The other one is either twice as expensive. Actually, I think it is twice as expensive. It's upkeep, the solar farm.
Unfortunately, I have no way to check.
Yeah.
I mean, it's May. Maybe we skip to the end of the year. We just, it sucks that we're not able to make this connection, but we need 17, and unless we can find a nice friendly asteroid to destroy, I don't think there's anything that we can do about it.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. That connection, I think, is a priority. We get the extra science. We're going to get infra space next year. We still have $13 to do as we'd like this year. Anything...
We need to focus on our economy until we're like actually getting enough to make 3 actions a year rather than 1.
Yeah. 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 I mean, we could do a little bit of exploration. I don't know whether it's
Maybe
worth
we
doing.
just look for another system where we can build. Well, we wouldn't be able to do it right now, but like another system where we can build like a 3 circle that just gives out extra resources and has fulfilled all of its own inputs.
This is a 6-banger right here.
Oh, love it, love it.
Okay. Ish.
Remnant of Forge World again? God, we're gonna just have to be caked up on geothermals.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe there's something to be said about the Silthid modifying the occurrence of Forge Worlds. I don't know. Hitherto unconfirmed. I mean, if this was to become a Hive World, that would be freaking useless. Okay, because there's no wheat nearby.
Well, I mean, it could, you know, take wheat from a from
Energy.
a vent of some kind at some point. Yeah, energy.
I mean, dude, it's March. I know. I mean, we could do another. That's 4. We could do this. This might help out a little bit, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it. There's another 4-banger down here.
Can you check the northwest?
Yeah, northwest is up here. There's a 4.
There's so low chance.
Yeah, it hardly seems responsible to scan when there is such a low chance. High likelihood down here. I mean, this is a 4-banger that we could reasonably expect to contain at least 2 planets, I think.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Wonderful.
Okay, 2 jungles.
2 jungles.
That's your wheat creation if you wanted it.
Yep.
Takes bots, and we have bot productions around there as well.
I mean...
There's a mineral planet. That could become a geothermal vent down there too.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of immediately thinking. But how do we supply that with ore? Or sorry, not even ore. Microchips. And how do we supply this nanotech factory with ore? Man.
That
Mineralize.
would be trying to pop Prosperous on the northern mineral planet.
Man, Mineralize looks so good right about now. Right?
It always feels like you end up with 2 techs and you're like, I'm using these techs and they're useful, but man, I wish I had 1 more.
Yeah. 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 Okay, at least the good news is that we will be completing the Valatory mission next turn, which is good. Skipping in April, it, you know, seems pretty meh, but needs must, I suppose. There's nothing else here.
Also, it is worth noting, our best run was one where we skipped like the first 10 years.
It's true, actually. It's very true. It's very true. And also, that was on a lower difficulty level, which...
also true.
Yeah. Arid, desert, and mineral planets. I mean, if I take solar superconductors, I can build a test. I can build a test facility, right? Just to test how much it actually costs for upkeep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Geothermal plant for upkeep. So it is the same, actually. Hold on. Does that geothermal plant...
geothermal plant.
Yeah. Oh, that was it though, wasn't it? Solar superconductors unlock solar farm on arid desert and mineral planets. Wait, what?
That was a lava planet.
Oh yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, it's
that's
just a geothermal vent happening. So we'll have to look at an arid.
Whoopsie. Solar farm 2 upkeep. It's actually
half
halved.
the upkeep. So yeah, I knew it was like one of them is a multiplicative of 2 of the other. I didn't remember which order it was. So solar farms are far more effective. So that actually having this means that any of our future vents, plants rather, sorry, are going to be half as costly, and we have way more positions to put them down. I'm not against it.
Does that make this
It's
area...
the same in all other respects.
Does that make this area viable now?
I think so.
So solar farm here. Nanotech factory. Mine here? Colony here?
Wait a second. If you put energy from one vent into another vent, would the second vent be making more energy? Would it, like, take it and double it, effectively, because of the Bakar perk that we have?
The Bakar
so, like,
perk.
Oh! Yeah, a Bakar perk is planets... Oh, planets... Wait, but it would be a planet.
Yeah. Planets receiving energy have production increased by 1 unit. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, so we've got... Yeah, we should only be getting 3 peeps, but we've got a 4th peep. Huh. Oh, okay. I mean, that's actually incredible. We should test that, yeah.
Can we try and... Yeah. It actually takes more money than we have to test it.
Okay, it doesn't. Here's why.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we can undo that.
What do we think? Solar farm is the best one, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's 2, dude. I'm pretty sure it's 2 anyway. So if I do this... Yeah, we still gotta say...
Oh my god.
Okay, exploits abound.
I think we found it.
Yeah, this is...
Like, put that one back up in the other one that gave it its own energy as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's already it. We have 3
no,
microchips.
The one to the far left.
Oh, yeah.
There you
go.
Wow. And 2 extra energy in that as well. All right, we got it.
And then, wait, hold on. Can I do... I can't move it back. Okay, we can't use the same... planet to supply second
I don't believe you can use 2 energy in the same planet. However, if that northernmost gave its no, the one that's connected, if it was actually giving its output of the chip instead of using the energy as the chip there, you would be able to use the energy as the robot instead, I believe. The only problem is none of them will run until you start putting chips. Well, actually, no, that's fine. Go back. Just keep undoing until the northernmost Forge World is not giving any outputs.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, back 1 more. Yep. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Forward. No, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just the geothermal vent and everything gets connected to the Forge World before they get connected to each other.
Gotcha. Okay, do that, and then. Solar farm. That?
Yes.
Right? Okay, and then
connect those 2 and give them each other's energy and watch them double it. That's successful.
That's incredible, dude. That's incredible. That's 2 energy. So we could now just make what? A free colony here?
We could do whatever the heck we want.
And you know what the crazy thing is because it's 2 inputs as well. You're just you're tickling successfulness, like easily. I mean, that's okay. First of all, this is brilliant. I love this. What is the best way that we utilize this though? Like, what is the best way? I mean, if I hold on.
Literally any way is the thing. It can do anything. You may want to throw one of those as the... no, you don't throw that as the ore. Right, that's what you're doing. You're trying to get successful to the north.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, how do we get an ore planet too successful? Because we have that, and we still have basically no money. Which is the problem. I mean, honestly, it might even be worth 1 energy here. I mean, we still have...
3 excess energy there.
We still have an excess energy here. And that gives us 36 income. So...
I think that's probably a good... astute.
I mean, robots here? We need somewhere to make ore. We need somewhere to make ore. We need to get this ore setup successfully operated. This mission successfully
We're not going to be able to provide
completed.
water to that north, are we?
No. No.
Oh, no, I meant the northernmost one, but it's not necessary anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Not without thingies, conductors. Maybe we just explore down here. Hope that we find something good enough to justify throwing a couple of spare energies into. Alternatively,
hell yeah,
colony here. The really annoying thing about energy is that it can't be used in research. Very frustrating, but I suppose it would be broken if you could.
Exactly. But Orbital, what would you even use energy for in research? It's not like they have equipment they need to run with energy in any way, shape, and or form.
It's true, actually. That's true. I never thought about the actual mechanics of it.
Can you find us a 7-banger? It's a 5.
That's a... Oh, that's... There, that's a 6.
There's a 6 with a more likely if you just, like, shift that.
Yeah, smooth... Oh, come on. No. Okay, that's
no, actually, no. I think if you were like a pixel or 2 up from where you were, you might be able to do it. Because like the straight up diameter has to be between the 2 furthest ones.
There we go.
There it is.
Or production? Anyone?
To what end?
To the end of the Earth, amigo. To the end of the Earth. I'm just thinking colony here, maybe. This sucks to do because it's also far away. But, like, I'm seriously thinking we need to beeline straight for successful energy worlds. Successful ore worlds. Even if it does kind of suck. I think, you know what, maybe we explore this 4-banger over here, because there could be a mineral world over here, and also it would better inform which of these planets becomes a colony, because at the moment there are, what, three jungle planets to choose from? Obviously this is probably better, given the close proximity, but I think we explore this.
I think that's worthwhile.
Yeah. Nah, there's no way that I can get anything better. You know, oh, that was so stupid. We should have taken freaking... Oh, God, this is so idiotic. Right, what do we got here?
Geothermal vent, 2 remnant planets, 2 jungles.
I want to do a geothermal vent, but I also want to do a mine. Get it to successful, just get it done. Same with here. But where would the output go to? Like, there's nowhere to take ore. Unless...
You really don't want to put down a bunch of labs to try and take the ore.
No. But, hold on. What is it? Extreme miniaturization? Tech fab into microchips? We'll have that next turn.
Yes. Yes. And that is a great way to take all of the ore from those. But...
where does it go after that? Colony, maybe? I don't know.
Not just that, but also that structures, which is increased upkeep costs, and we also have to build them, which is an increased cost.
Yeah.
Our money is a huge... like, our money is limiting us from doing anything right now.
It's true. It's true. Is there literally anything that we can do that would increase our income substantially?
Seeing if we can make more successful planets in the little hubs that we have, trying to pop Prosperous maybe on one.
This needs another
input of a person for success.
Yeah, that's... I don't even know how we would go about doing that. The roadmap to success is tough. So we basically either need to successful this one or successful this one, because there's no water that's coming to this mineral world. Until we get hyperlanes, that is. Which, in fact, nope, tell a lie. We're not getting hyperlanes. Infraspace mastery. Until we get infraspace mastery, we can't connect these two. And even then, we probably don't even want to. I mean, I can't even explore. We could explore up there. We can also pop this asteroid here.
I think no matter what happens, we're passing a year now.
It's just a case of, do we want to...
pop the asteroid so that we can create a planet that's not going to have any inputs or outputs?
Do we want to pop an asteroid just so that we can go into the next year with a little bit more cash? Sincerely, God. I think our best bet is extreme miniaturization. to just take to take from the mine here to take from the scrapping operation. Because getting this mission done, I think, is the priority.
All right.
Okay. Extreme miniaturization. I hate doing so much research without getting a mission to, like, be rewarded for it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's there. Great. No. No. There must be a better way of doing this. I refuse. I refuse. So if there's a colony here, we're now established. Our income is halved. Big sad. But that's good. Then water. And now you just need 2 outputs.
You can get one easy with the extreme. I guess it can put an extreme miniaturization on either side of it. It's just then, what are we even doing with all of the...
Yeah. Microforge, $20. Okay, we can't even... Oh, sad. Very sad.
It's the income that's still limiting us real hard.
Yeah, I mean...
Although that might just be, you know, because we're playing in tough, income's always going to be limited.
It is. I think that's, you know, that's the case. I mean, okay, hear me out on this one. This is a bit of a crazy idea. Is it worth us just throwing down a completely random planet, like, I don't know, like this colony here, right? And then just doing something like this, and then something like that. I mean, that takes our income from what to what? From 36 to 44.
Yeah.
Is that worth?
And then we have an excess of 2 people. The people can go into the... Wait, can that connect to... Yeah, it can connect to Bryn, right?
It cannot. It would have to be this one.
Cannot.
It would have to be this one.
Okay.
But that's it. So that's good.
Well, and then you can use the people in the remnant planet as well, right? So you've got places for 2 of those people.
Yeah.
So your scrapping operation and then your mining.
I tell you what, that's actually
and
not...
You even have the excess energy there to pop the successful if you want. Although we'd have to find the outputs from the gravitics. Not gravitics, sorry, from the other things.
That's actually not terrible. I think that's completely okay.
It's not bad.
I think we have to take extreme miniaturization, to be honest, at this point. Like, I just... Quantum computing is so exciting as well. I mean, that would increase our research by 4? Basically doubled. Almost doubled. But in saying that, do we really want to hold off on completing this mission? Or at least trying to complete this mission?
I think you're right. I think we focus on completing this mission.
Man, I hate when there's just a mission that's just hanging over you for such an extraordinary amount of time.
The only alternative I can think of right now is waiting until we can make a slipstreams and then trying to use slipstreams as the way that we do everything.
Yeah.
That needs another output as well, so what we
another tech forge? We can pump it all into the geothermal here.
And then use that
to power the water.
We can pump one of them into the geothermal, but yeah, we can do that. That's good.
Because that can supply water here. That can supply water here. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, that's the output. It doesn't necessarily need to be super productive, but I think that's okay. Alright, this is the last time that I hopefully think we're going to have to skip, but...
I would be surprised.
Yeah, me too. Okay, we have one more level 1 tech. Universal miniaturization. Unlocks good fabs on microforges. Is that?
Goods and bot fabs and microforges. That's way better.
That's really good, actually. I'm just thinking, though. Is there any... I mean, I would be good up here. Be great up here.
It'd be great down in the area that we already have. Unfortunately, we've already built that one.
I mean, we can build another one.
Those are going to need another output, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, so if you can build another microforge like north of that microforge, that might be like turning them into ore as well. It doesn't have to. Well, I guess it would want to take input from both of those. So can you rewind until the microforge is not down, and then place it as low as you can, so you have the ability to build another one to the north of it?
I can't see this year. We'll have to
It's totally fine.
wait until the next year. There we go. Okay, that's good. Skip to the next year. I think that might actually be okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god, it can, yeah. All right, we'll end up doing that later. Yeah, let's actually go down for universal miniaturization. I like that.
But that
I
does
think
mean
we're past the point of using infraspace sensors.
does mean that we're gonna slip past slipstream relays.
How are we going to use the slipstream relays when we have no money is my concern.
It's a totally valid concern, actually, and yeah.
You can also provide a bot to that from the remnant factory just on the other side, so we can provide the water to the other.
Wait, right here?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Although I was
then
just
it's
thinking,
literally just we need the microforges for the next year.
but I was just thinking of doing
use
this.
that one. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. I think we may have to skip one more year to get the microforge, so we can.
This is gonna solve.
We can start this.
It's gonna solve all of our freaking problems, though. Okay, let's do universal miniaturization. Yep, good stuff.
Great.
Then we get
Literally.
this here. Then we get, what was it, goods factory? Successful. Oh god. All right. I found the space. I found the space. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Got it. Got it.
Successful. Oh,
Let's-
you're right. Check the new missions before you do that.
Yeah.
Good point. No! We just did that!
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this is easy, right? Because we have so many mechanics to give us this. You know what I've also thought? If we build microforges, it does take a little bit of extra time, and unfortunately we didn't pick up the tech that gives us like structure build time reduction. However, it doesn't count as a planet. So therefore it doesn't go towards increasing the size of the empire. So, you know, cost benefit analysis here. There's an opportunity there. Okay, I mean,
I think you're right.
What are you thinking here? I mean, is there? Well, let's have a little look at the tech real quick. What's the level 3 tech that we're really after?
Oh, wait, no. Look at the nanofab for a second here. To turn it into Forge World.
That's okay. It's fine. It's just also look at the expense of this tech. Space-time eversion. Slipway build time is reduced by a month. There's a really interesting tech somewhere. I don't know who has it, but it allows you to increase the length of the year by an additional month. So you can actually extend artificially the game, which I think is such a great concept.
That would be Dender, I'm almost certain.
What's the extra month called? That's what I want to know.
Smarch.
0-point structures extracts inherent vacuum to create energy from nothing. Allows you to fill any need on a target planet. It's really good, but also build time.
It's really expensive in a couple different ways.
Yeah, exactly. Cybernetic bodies using people as robots. I'm not ecstatic about any of these techs, to be honest.
I don't know if we need to focus tech anymore.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's pick up a mission. What do you think? An additional lab, maybe?
Lab studying
Because-
robots.
Well, sorry, from here, because we're gonna get bot factory here.
Yeah, because we're
Link
gonna
that
wanna
up. Link that up.
together.
But I mean, what did it say?
And then
Get
there's
it
a remnant world to the left of it as well.
Oh
Does
yeah.
that have to get to 6 or 5?
I think it was 6.
It's 6. That's 3 people. Sorry, it's 2 people and 3 bots.
No, 2 people and
Right.
2 bots. 2 people and 2 bots, or 3 bots and 1 person.
2 people and 2 bots.
That's actually totally
yeah,
doable.
we can do that. We can do
Yeah.
So that should definitely be one of the missions we take. I think the Bakar one's going to be really, really, really hard for us to do because we've already made so much ore, and
Yeah.
it doesn't look like we're going to be making too much more.
I mean, what is the Vittori level 3 tech? Cybernetic bodies unlocks using people as robots. Distinctly meh about that whole thing, to be honest. Very meh.
I would tend to agree.
Which makes me think that maybe we don't take that. I mean, slitted level 3 tech. Nanofabrication.
It seems like we're always going to have one tech that we don't, or one of the missions that we don't really want to have. I think we just need to focus around which ones we can do so we don't get the point penalty of having not done the missions.
Yeah. So what do you think then? Vittori, even though it's probably not great, and then slitted maybe?
Slitted. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So, I mean, how far away are we from... we're 6 planets away from getting our empire pogged up.
Do we want to immediately do that? Because we don't really care about the research. How many years we have left as well?
We've got 9, which means 8 years
9.
of research. 8 times 6 is 48, I think.
Okay, so we would have the ability to unlock one more.
Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I'm right.
6 is 48, yeah.
Yeah, 48. I think nanofabrication is probably the best here, actually, of all of these techs, but...
Probably. How about we focus for a second here on trying to build prosperity into some of these, because that's a cluster and a half of successfuls. If we can get any of those to pop, we're in a good position.
One singular export? That lab.
Any lab will do that.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at some of the other ones as well?
Yeah. I mean, needs a couple of extra exports. Little harder. This one will probably also need exports, yeah. But... because we can't make... oh, actually, no, there's... robots here. So how do we get robots? I mean, we could... scavenger world here. Make that successful. Connect that. Connect that. And that means that we literally just need an export. For all of these things.
I like that. I mean...
Wait. Hold the phone. We have a freaking thing that makes robots. We have a bot fab right here. This is it.
No, we shouldn't do that. That's too good of an idea. It's too good for us. Let's do something else.
Okay.
Let's do it. I like it.
Let me
connect those up.
Yeah, but if I do this, then we at least prospers that first. By the end of the year.
Oh, it will already take that. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Even if we don't...
I was thinking it wasn't going to take the person until the lab was already functional.
No, I think it... I think the lab... the labs just eat people. Okay. That there. That there. Then...
yeah.
This...
yep.
Here.
And then export that back up to them.
That there.
Boom. Second prosperous.
Okay, what do we need for you? You just need to be trading with one more successful planet.
And it also needs an export. Import.
I mean, no, that's not gonna make a difference. Wait, hold on. He's got it.
Does he's got it?
No, he doesn't have it, but that at least gets us... it gets us something. It gets us something. It gets us...
another successful adjacency, I think, that it needs.
Yeah. Another solar farm, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down with making more solar farms. Especially considering the whole, chain them into one another, and there's a remnant down there as well, right?
Yeah?
I love this whole structure down to the bottom. I think, like, using that as a format for how we do other things is probably a good idea.
Yeah, we've found the key here. I'm just sort of thinking of the best way to go about fixing it. It's a shame because the forges obviously can't be... wow, this forge is actually making us money. Like, these forges are all... they're all pogged up. Actually making money and not counting towards our planetary limit. it's a shame actually, because in hindsight, picking up the what is it, exogenic construction, reducing structure build time by a month would have been so huge in extending the game.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, so far it would have saved us 4 months.
True, you're right. You're absolutely bang on. I mean, okay, what's the priority here? Do we want a prosperous Bryn 5, or do we want to complete this lab mission?
Complete the lab mission.
Complete the lab mission. Okay, so if that's the case,
I think we've got our income to a much better place right now.
Right, and then this here, we make bots. Oh, flippin' heck. We need more.
Yeah, we do need a person.
We need another person. Colony here?
Hang on, can you look at the system to the north of this, the southmost planet in it? It's the remnant world. No, the one that's connected. Sorry.
This one here. Well, this one here
Yes. Yes.
needs one more export.
Because its export of that ore goes to the planet below it, right? It only
Yep.
needs one more export or import. However,
yeah.
across from that, we have a not that one. Across, sorry, not connected. The Earth-like planet between
Yep.
our two kind of like.
Oh, this one.
Not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. That one. Yeah, exactly. If that makes people, we can put a people into the top one, right?
Yes.
And then a people down there as well.
Love it. Love it.
So then all we need is 2 more successful adjacencies, and then we actually just like pop that whole area off.
Yeah, you're spot on. You're actually spot on. Okay, that's good. That gives us a lot of science. Actually, that's a lot of stuff to play with. Okay, so that's good. I don't think that we can do anything else here. This is already at maximum level. That's fine.
It's unfortunate they can't pop prosperity.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you need to just be trading
Let's
with.
focus on
better
doing
planets.
those successfuls, right? We've
Yeah.
got more tech things that we can do right now, so let's try and see what we can put down.
There's a,
So we've got that lava planet. That can be a geothermal vent, but doesn't have any inputs around the area that are useful for us right now.
yeah. I mean, I really wonder if it's worth exploring here, because if we come across a mineral, if we come across a lava, then that's chips into energy, and that sorts this area out.
Okay. Although,
Yep.
before that happens, that is fixing one struggling planet. If we fix the planet that I'm talking about, that gives us the extra ore, which then goes into the bot production factory, right?
Yep.
And then that goes back up to the left and fixes a second planet for us that's struggling as well.
So we want to basically pop this to prosperous first, and then
As soon as we can, I think.
yeah. So it's literally just a case of getting other planets to be successful then.
And hey, maybe one of those does have to be the Earth planet that you just pointed out. It's just I think that should be the forefront of our mind, like the ultimate goal that we're achieving here.
Absolutely agree. I mean, how do we solve this? Either with minerals, perhaps. There's minerals to make robots in a bot forge. Alternatively,
well, no, that robot comes in through the forge world. Yeah.
oh yeah. You're bang on. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, both of these robots can probably be supplied if they get a microchip as well, which means that we're just desperate for more ore over here.
The thing we thought we were done with.
Yeah, that's such a
Right
shame.
when I thought it was done, you pull me back in.
Put it this way, I think successfuling this planet is probably the easiest out of everything.
Let's do it. Let's search on the other side.
Yeah, okay, there's just nothing. I mean, unless there's like ore around here that we're able to chain into a bot forge or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah, this is 5-banger right here. We're looking for something that could host a solar plant. dressingly lame. Maybe we search over
Deeply
here.
Unfortunate.
Search over here for something that is... I mean, no. It's just garbage.
Oh man, no.
Up here?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, those aren't awful. It's just they're too far, and we don't have slipstreams.
Technically.
As in that making a microforge or something like afterwards.
That making
To try
ore,
and bridge.
and then... Oh, God, I don't even know the route for this. This is just such a sad... Such a sad route. I mean, it doesn't even fix the problem. I mean, this needs to become successful ASAP. This needs to become successful ASAP. Unless we can create... Nope, can't create a link over there. Or this needs to become successful. But then it needs to be supplied with microchips. And there is exactly 0 ore production anywhere. So... There we go. Unlocks using people as robots. Is that going to help? That could actually help. That could actually be huge for us. Like, right here? Hive world here? People?
It's true. That would fund both of those.
People, robots? Still leaves us
I wonder
needing
if you would
wheat.
then be able to study that people. Oh, well, regardless, that would be able to go into the factory if it needed an extra output, right?
Okay. Let's give it a shot. I mean, look, at the end of the day, what do we got to lose?
Do it.
Okay. Okay. So what do we need to make you successful? Another import, ripperoni pepperoni, and also another export.
Another imported people. Can that swamp connect?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's a...
Hey! Champion.
God, we still need an export, though, right?
That's fine. We can just study it.
That's true.
We have no study of water.
That's true.
There's a remnant to the north of the struggling planet there as well. That can provide the microchip. And that's even towards our Sylphid mission as well.
That's a great shout. That's a great shout.
Oh, hang on. There's no way that connects to the remnant planet, does it? The Arctic that needs the export?
No, I don't think so. Although, that being said, lava planet over here, that makes this successful, I think. Yeah, it gives it another import route if we make that happen. Over there.
It does, but that could also go down to the Forge worlds, and that pops successful, which is important for the middle one.
It's true, although how are we getting the microchips over here?
Well,
oh, with energy. With energy.
Geothermally, exactly.
All right.
It's daft. It's a daft idea. That doesn't pop. Excuse me?
I suspect.
Squeeze?
Export. Ugh. All right. Does that pop successful? That pops successful. There's more money.
So many resources.
Doesn't feel like we really accomplished anything with that, though. Like, you know, sure, we got more money, but, like... Also... What? Where do we get this from?
That's, the people is being used instead of a robot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's when we hit that science.
There we go, then.
Yep.
Alright, what do we got? We could decline. Colonize 8 more planets, 2 more remnant planets to prosperous. Colonize 8 more planets.
2 more remnant planets to prosperous is impossible.
Not at all. Remnant planet here?
I think that could even be our focus. In fact, there's a water up directly above that in the Arctic. No. I mean, the Arctic that's in the middle of that system, that can just put its water right down.
All right. I like that. That's good. Remnant planets, yes. microchips, perhaps, or maybe colonize planets. I know that it seems crazy, but like I think that colonizing 8 planets is not out with the realm of possibility. Plus, it's a 20% tech discount as well. Plus, it's more esteem.
Sure. If you're confident we can do it, I'm down.
I am supremely confident we can do it.
There you go.
All right, robots. Robots into goods here. I mean, we need to colonize more planets anyway, right? So, I mean,
yeah, might as well. And also, it is just going to keep increasing our income, and that's going to give us the ability to actually do things all the time.
What do we need to get you to prosperous? One more successful planet, and then some exports. Yeah.
Oh, actually, if that water planet took bots to make wheat, doesn't that import and export at the same time? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't, because we're using people to make robots. Although, I mean, look, this is still fine, because we'll still be able to successful this planet, because it still does need to be connected to another successful planet.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if there's maybe a... No. Better way of doing this. I was thinking of making microchips here, and then maybe we could do something with a forge or something or other, but we don't have any minerals to start the process over here. Irritatingly.
There's remnant off to the left.
There is, but it wouldn't reach the lava worlds.
It wouldn't, but it would just immediately make the microchips. And then you can... Or it could make the ore, and then you can use the ore to create whatever you want using the micro labs.
Let me sort of work that through real quick. So, ore to here, nanochip factory there, geothermal plants. Great. And then...
You can put a person in there instead if you'd like.
A person in there, that successfuls it. Which is nice. Still needs to prosper. Which means that it needs another import and export routes. That can go up there. That can do that there. Again, that doesn't seem like it's filled with a huge...
No, have a look at that planet, though.
This planet right here?
Just needs an import-export. Literally, that's a lab. Lab will make that pot prosperous, right? And the one directly to north that has water, I think, also needs an export. The Arctic. Lab? Yeah. Oh, it needs another export and another import. But we're getting our way there.
Yeah, we're very close. We're very close. 8 planets, though. I mean, 8 planets in 3 years is a toughie. And this is only one planet that we'd be prosperizing. Well, hold on a minute. 6 import-export. Can we do that there? Oh, yeah, we totally can. So then all we need to do is algae farm right here.
Sure.
There we go. 50% of the mission completed, and we were able to prosperitize another planet. So, I mean, this is ready to pop off right here. This is ready to go, like, in a moment. It's ready to go.
Oh, you can study one of the microchips there if you want. I don't think we have any microchips studying... Oh, we do.
We do.
Wait. Do we?
Yeah, we do up
we've
here.
We've got bots studying.
Yeah.
That was early on.
I mean, how close are we to making this prosper? We're not actually a million miles away from making this prosper either.
True, but it is also, I believe, literally as far as it could be from prosperous while it's still successful.
It is.
Because it needs 2 inputs, 2 exports, and it needs just that, and it's... Well,
okay.
I guess, you know, it has... No.
But, like, let's think about this for a second. Then, what is the input that it needs? It needs to be trading with successful planets. This here, goods, successful. Now it needs just to be trading with another successful planet. That's as far as my brain will carry me, Rhapsody. It's up to you to pick up the reins here and...
Okay, sure. Can we scout up to the right? Oh, Forebear Ruins probably a good idea because we're not going to be connecting those 2 planets to one another. So that's like an easy thing you can do and just take. Just in case it even gives us the resource.
Do we want to do it right now or do we want to undo time? Okay, all right. Energy.
There you go. Virtual after. Oh, that's the one you were talking about as well. The ability to turn idle people into energy. Sorry, into energy, into happiness. We have a couple planets with idle people. It's just if we take those energy pieces and put them into the things there, we will get so many extra resources as well.
Does that get us successful? Yeah, it will. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't, because we'd need goods to be successful. And we don't have enough goods coming in through here.
Would we?
In fact, no, no, tell a lie. There is a way that we can do this. So if we get the energy crystals, we put an energy crystal in here, extra ore into another forge, into another goods microchip forge here to make it all, to make the goods for the swamp world.
What do you think the swamp world needs right now, sorry?
Swamp world needs goods. But we can't get the goods from the microforge because we cannot get microchips into here. What am I? We
can, but we can't position it correctly right now. We could just put another. Oh no, we can't.
We can put in another microforge. We can put in another microforge, like literally anywhere, like here. It's possible.
I think we are going energy on that plant.
I mean, okay, let's
on the forebear rune rather.
Let's rationalize. Virtual afterlife converts idle people into happiness. We have idle people.
Hover over happiness at the moment. Okay, we have unemployment of 6. We've got 6 idle people across the galaxy. I imagine we've got a couple of those at 2-bang. Yeah, exactly. There's a 2-banger right there. There's another 2-banger down to the south as well. So we'd be able to get, what, 3 of those to create happiness for us?
Yeah.
We've also got research we should probably pick up.
Yeah.
50.
0-point structures fulfill a need just out of nowhere. I actually...
Yeah, that might be how we pop our prosperities.
Also, slip time reduction, though, like flippin' heck. So freaking good. I'm just thinking, like, vacuum...
Let's do 0-point structures and then scan through at what problems we can now fix with them.
Okay. All right. How much does it cost?
Also, let's have a look at that cost and stuff.
50 bucks.
And what's its upkeep? We can pull it back up.
8.
Hey, that's not that bad. It'll pay for itself by fixing our struggling stuff. Okay, let's do that energy solution up at the north.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a good play.
It's our money in a much better position.
So freaking miffed about that as well. Like, that's...
A game of millimeters.
That's... You know what? I actually think we might be better served with taking slipstream construction reduction time.
Okay.
I don't know why I have that feeling.
It will give us a decent amount more time. It's just I feel like a lot of the time that we're going to be spending in the final 23 months that we have is going to be building structures and colonizing things.
Yeah.
Like, we will build slipways. Don't get me wrong. We're probably going to build 3 or 4 slipways, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Okay.
It will be worth more.
Let's just fix this. Energy. Yeah, brilliant. That prosperitizes that planet too. Then tech fab here. Boom. Boom. You're still not successful. You jerk. We need an output. We require a second output.
Actually, hang on. Can we undo some stuff for a second here?
Yeah.
Can you try and put that forge lab above the forebear ruins?
Yeah.
Such that it can be accessed by the ore on the other side, as well as the... Yeah, as just if it can get all of those, because then we can use the microchip from the other plant as another export route for those. So it's just, yeah, that's going to be the hard part, right? Whether or not it has a position where it can reach both of those without obstruction. That's not going to do it.
Yeah.
That may.
That very well may. Oh, it's that was pixel away.
Just in case the developer is watching, I don't often try and talk directly to the developer in episodes, but just in case the developer is watching, being able to see what will and what will not obstruct while you're putting things down would save me so much time at least.
Yeah.
I think we've just proven that it's not going to be possible though.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go back to the original one. I was just trying to see if we had the ability to get an extra output for the northernmost one.
But we still need an output for the people. And in fact, hold on.
That can just be a lab.
It doesn't even need to be a lab. We
It can just be the direct connection as well. Yeah.
Okay, so it needs to be here.
I love that every single time you tried to do that.
There we go. We did it. Happy days. Okay, excellent. So that leaves us just needing to colonize a few more planets. And to be honest, I think that's easy enough. We have 0-point structures, so we are ready to go on that front. But how we need to think about it in reverse. Like, how do we solve our problems whilst trying to colonize as many planets as we possibly can?
How long do we have left?
2 years.
And that is 5 months plus 12 months, right? That's
correct.
17 rather than, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know, there is a world where we just have the ability to, at the end, go, screw our unhappiness and just colonize 3 things. It's possible.
There we go. That's one, because we can use people as robots in here.
Good, I like it.
So, I mean, any, like, 1-2 combo where we can just sort of bish, bash, bosh, make that happen. People as robots.
People as robots there as well. You just need to feed biomass in somehow if we want to make that not struggle.
Yeah.
But we have the same amount of struggling planets as we did before you did that, right? Because it prevents another thing from struggling, so that's fine.
Yeah. The other thing
There's no downside to that.
The other thing to bear in mind is that resource shortages get progressively worse by 1% every turn. So at the end of the game, we're incentivized to just make a big old push to try and make everyone happy, and then you know, just colonize more planets and sort of screw the late game consequences, or the down the line consequences, because none of it matters because the game's over anyway.
Yeah, that's our 0 points, right? Those are the
Yeah.
things that fix those.
Yeah.
We only need to colonize one more planet.
Yeah, I mean, we're there, to be honest. We're there. I mean, even worst case scenario is that we colonize an additional planet, just like anywhere randomly. Just you know, before the game ends, just to get us across the line.
Let's focus on whether or not we can make a 0-point structure that solves a lot of problems for us at the same time. Maybe solves a struggling as well as a prosperous at the same time somehow. Anything that takes an input from the 0-point energy is going to have double output.
If we do a 0-point here, and then connect this across, that prosperous is that gets that.
That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. Well done. Well spotted.
Yeah.
Can I see that Forge World for a sec?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can get an export route for it easily. We just can't get an import of that resource.
No, hold on. There is a better way of doing this. There is a better way of doing this, and this solves 2 problems. Yeah, I've been thinking this through. Okay, colonize the planet, get the mission complete. Okay, 0-point structure in here. Increase the amount of energy that we have available. That's
energy as well.
That's a good. Then we solve that. Then we're able to do this as well. And I don't want to see that quite yet, but I mean that's like the plan. Do you want to have a little look at missions, just symbolically?
Sure.
All right. There's nothing here. 7 units of energy.
I think we do connect those 2, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah, unless there's anything else that we could do that would fix us. I mean, we have 1 planet that has resource shortages, to be honest, and even this is an easy one to fix with 0-point, if we were to do that.
I think this is the only thing we have the time remaining to fix, and also we just viewed the missions, so we don't have anything else we can do.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the 0-point plan is not a planet, and only planets given the extra energy create extra things in return.
I mean, look, we're still finishing with 104% happiness.
Oh, it's gonna be more than that.
It's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be more than that.
Just slightly.
Because that's 8%. This has been struggling for happiness forever, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that you know what? This is such a little nice manipulation. Energy manipulation is so powerful, isn't it? Like, it's just huge.
Yep.
Okay,
that circle of energy manipulation is still something I'm so pleased with. I cannot wait to play with that more.
Yeah, this area down, this is just incredible. Like, we were able to prosper a single planet by just, we just had like a three-way planetary setup with a couple of microforges. Look at this. Oh, this is gnarly. This is gnarly. I like how every single time we played this game, we have discovered another like super strong strat, and it doesn't even feel like we're close to sort of unearthing all of the sneakiness and potential that this game has. It's really cool.
Of course.
All right, let's make the connection. Let's check out our score. What do we got? Oh,
you
so freaking close. I mean, 11, 3, 9, 4. Honestly, better than I anticipated. Given the incredibly shaky start that we had and the fact that this is tough mode, I do not think that we can be too dissatisfied with that at all. Like,
I'm definitely not dissatisfied with that. Do you remember what our second perk was?
Yes, hold on. We had gain access to additional level 2 technologies, and we had planets receiving energy, have energy production increased by 1 unit, 30% more income. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, like, what alternative perk would have gotten us income while we were doing all of our setup, right? And unfortunately, the only one I can think of is the other Bakar perk, which would have invalidated the stuff we did later on.
What is
not the tech? I mean the Bakar perk that's like whenever you deliver mineral to a planet, gain 6.
Oh,
that would have made our opener way easier.
Well, there's that. There's also the two-way trade perk, the one that gives you money for making two-way trade routes. There's also the project that allows you to increase planetary trading income by 30%, which would have been pretty nice too.
Both of those are one of the races that we haven't taken though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was just talking. You were talking just generally.
Oh no, I was trying to think if this run wanted to take it slightly differently, how would have it? The only thing I can think of is like maybe we should have delayed slightly our completion of the first set of missions, because we didn't complete the second set of missions for ages.
Yeah.
And if we delayed the first set just slightly to focus more on an economy and like maybe getting a successful or even a prosperous relatively early, that possibly could have saved us a bunch of skipped years. But yeah. This is as good as you could expect. Hindsight's 2020, you know.
It's true. It's true. But also, I mean, this is. I think there's definitely something to be said for like stalling out in the middle game and like building around the fact that there is gonna be a stall at some point in the mid game, and you know, taking one of those perks that gives you continual income just to keep you going. That being said, I think we were also pretty unlucky with asteroids for the most part. Like, there were a couple of asteroids that could have been better placed for us.
Significantly, and in fact, we ended up with fewer asteroids in our home system than often I end up with.
Yeah. So. Also, the science lab up here, this is the most frustrating thing. Just the most frustrating thing. I mean, we could have... This 4-bear ruin is just... It's just begging to be connected. But whatever. Interestingly though, like this is like one of the only runs that I played through without any sort of like slipstream manipulation technology, and it worked out perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So
that is actually a good point. Another thing would have been a different research and taking slipstream and then infraspace slipstreams, which would fix a bunch of things. That probably would have prevented us from having to need the late 0 point.
Yeah.
But also we still could have taken 0 point just to fix some stuff up.
Yeah.
But just did not have a resource for it anyway.
The other thing that completely blew me out of the water was how useful cybernetic bodies was, using people as robots. Because robots are a pretty rare resource at the best of times, and just sort of having a lot of colonies with a lot of spare peeps, you know, we were able to, I think this Arctic world over here, the thawing, ice cap thawing or whatever it is, with the robots, it was just really nice to be able to plop a person in there, and it just worked. It pleasant surprise.
So it was.
Wowzers. Well, thank you ever so much for this, Rhapsody. It's been great. This was a really, really strong run, and
Right back at you, bud.
I'm really looking forward to the next one. I mean, now we've got a firmer grasp of the strategies. It's going to be exciting to see what happens.
I'm keen for playing on tough as well.
Yeah.
I always get a little skittish when increasing the difficulty in games, and I only kind of do it when like that's the expected thing to do. But
yeah,
I'm more than happy with the experience of this.
The thing is that I think when you're playing on lower difficulties, you never want for money. Like you never ever want for money, and in tough, you have to make decisions about trade-offs very early on, and that's what I like. It's really good. Anyway, on that note, ladies and gents, thank you ever so much for watching. Check out Rhapsody's channel, link down in the description below. I've been Open Potato, he's been Rhapsody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Adios.